You got too arrogant. You got too arrogant, Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige. That's right. You dominated the 2010s with the box office, and you thought, well, now that we're going to get into shows and streaming and whatnot, we're going to dominate that as well. But no. What's happening, everybody? Dave the Film Junkie here. I thought I'd talk about this because, it just comes to show. It's not, I don't think it's just a Marvel Studios thing. It's a Disney thing. It's a Disney thing because the Star Wars shows were suffering as well. It just seems like Disney, everybody's suffering right now. And when you're on top, that ledge is very small and you can just... Daredevil hits reset button as Marvel overhauls its TV business. Yikes! That's right. We're all kind of wondering what was going to be happening when it comes to Daredevil Born Again. A lot of us were excited that, hey, Charlie Cox is coming back. We're going to get more Daredevil. But at the same time, some of us were worried as well because it's not going to be the Netflix type of show. It's going to be like a soft reboot. They're going to lighten it up. Obviously, you saw his first appearance in the MCU. Well, it was Spider-Man No Way Home, but full-on appearance was, of course, in She-Hulk. And let's face it, that walk of shame scene was stupid. It didn't take long to see the problem with Marvel Studios' Daredevil Born Again paused production, of course, in mid-June during the writer's strike. Fewer than half of the series' 18 episodes had been shot, but it was enough for Marvel executives, including Chief Kevin Feige, to review the footage and come away with a clear-eyed assessment. The show wasn't working. Yikes. God, already a bad start for sure. But let's continue. So in late September, Marvel quickly let go of head writers Chris Ord and Matt Corman and also released the directors from the remainder of the season as part of a significant creative reboot of the series, The Hollywood Reporter has learned. The studio is now in the hunt for new writers for the directors, of course, for the project. The Daredevil revamp is the latest in a series of growing pains for Marvel Television. Since debuting the Emmy-winning WandaVision in January of 2021, the studio, which dominated the film industry in the 2010s, has released more than 50 hours of TV programming after creating a small screen division from the ground up during the pandemic. Through it all, the company eschewed the traditional TV making model. That's right, this is where they got arrogant. It didn't commission pilots, but instead shot entire $150 million plus seasons of TV on the fly. It didn't hire showrunners, but instead depended on film executives to run its series. And as Marvel does for its movies, it relied on post-production and reshoots to fix what wasn't working. Holy crap! My God. Again, arrogance. It was the arrogance. Oh, we could handle this. Just throw money at it. We got all this. Blah, 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 blah. And look at what's happening now, man. It's like there's a bubble. There's like a bubble. You know how when it comes to the economy, it's like this is happening right now. There's like a bubble that's happening with Marvel Studios and Disney, and it's about to burst. Even though they remain, along with Star Wars titles, the most watched shows on Disney Plus, Marvel series have recently faced a number of creative challenges and cries of diminishing returns from critics and audience metrics, causing a major shift at the studio to move to make TV shows the more traditional way. We're trying to marry the Marvel culture with the traditional TV culture. Yeah, okay, Brad Winderbaum. Yeah, if you think that's going to happen, no. People are kind of getting tired of it. They want something different for their TV. It comes down to how can we tell stories in television that honor what's so great about the source material? It's not into actually caring about the source material. That's new! With Daredevil's New Direction, Marvel hopes to right the ship on a project with sky-high expectations. The show is Marvel's first to feature a hero who already had a successful series on Netflix, running 3 seasons. But sources say that Corman and Ord crafted a legal procedural that did not resemble the Netflix version known for its action and violence. Cox didn't even show up in the costume until the 4th episode. Marvel, after greenlighting the concept, found itself needing to rethink the original intention. Wow! They were going to go 3 full episodes with just Matt Murdock. It was just going to be more of a legal thing? Like, what are you thinking right there? You have, especially when you already showed him in the yellow costume. Why would you not put him back into that costume until episode fucking 4? Marvel plans to keep some scenes and episodes, though other serialized elements will be injected with Corman and Ord becoming executive producers on the 2-season series. Daredevil is far from the first Marvel series to undergo drastic behind-the-scenes changes. This is where it gets spicy. Those who work with Marvel on the TV side have complained of a lack of central vision that has, according to sources, begun to afflict the studio's shows with creative differences and tensions. TV is a writer-driven medium, says one insider familiar with the Marvel process. Marvel is a Marvel-driven medium. On the Oscar Isaac, of course, Moon Knight, they talked about this. They talked about shifting of that Jeremy Slater, writer, quit, and director of Mohammed Diab also came in. And then you got Jessica Gao, developed and wrote She-Hulk, and she was sidelined as well. Kat Kuro came in, and then, of course, Gao actually came back to oversee the post-production. Crazy. Just absolutely, I mean, you could tell this is a mess. But it's kind of funny right here. This paragraph right here explains a lot when it comes to Secret Invasion. As it shows ramped up during the pandemic, Marvel stepped aside its usual staffing approach and brought in outside execs after years of internally promoting creatives who had been significantly trained in the Marvel method. This change was felt most severely on Secret Invasion, the Samuel L. Jackson-led thriller that stands as Marvel's worst reviewed series. Kyle Bradstreet, a writer and executive producer on USA Network Emmy-winner Mr. Robot, had been working on scripts for Secret Invasion for about a year, when he was fired after Marvel decided on a different direction. Enter a new writer, Brian Tucker, who penned the crime thriller Broken City, Thomas Mazuka, who helmed, of course, and they, just talk about what they've done. So far, so normal, at least by Marvel's creative development standards. Details are murky, but what happened next in summer of 2022 debilitated the production as factions became entrenched and leaders vied for supremacy during Secret Invasion's pre-production in London. Quote, "It was weeks of people not getting along, and it was erupted," says an insider. Marvel declined to, of course, directly comment on the matter. The company dispatched Jonathan Schwartz, a senior executive and member of Marvel's creative steering committee known as the Parliament. What? They call it that? Sweet. Okay. To get Secret Invasion back on track when it was falling behind schedule and on the verge of losing some actors because of commitments. So yeah, they rushed it all, and that's why we got what we got. By early September, a good portion of the Invasion team had been replaced with new line producers, unit production managers, and assistant directors. And Bazucha, who was supposed to direct 3 episodes, left the show because of new scheduling conflicts. The Marvel executive overseeing the show, Chris Gary, was reassigned and, according to sources, is expected to depart Marvel when his contract is up at the end of the year. Oh, the drama. Oh, the drama. Get your shit in order there, Marvel Studios. Again, it's only a matter of time before Feige ends up getting the boot. I mean, he did, successful 2010s for sure, but this is a whole different thing. And the audience wants different things as well. And I think when it comes to Daredevil, you should just continue it. Just continue what you have, bring in all the actors, bring in the people who helped run that show and wrote that show, and just go gritty, go R-rated. Who the fuck cares about PG-13 content right now? Make R-rated content. Let me know your thoughts about it down below, guys. Hit that like, thumbs up, subscribe, do all that. Talk to you later.